Then I got a document that was used in a phishing attack against somebody I know. So this was more of a spear phishing attack. And so today what we're gonna do is I got Process Monitor up and running, and I've already got a filter set, and I'm gonna be using, because I know the document it's gonna execute via Microsoft Word. It looks like it's gonna be a macro. So I've already filtered down the traffic to look for it. And so once I execute it, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the process so that we don't generate too much data at this point. So I think the first thing you wanna do is there's a clear. So we wanna try to clear currently. All right, so that way we don't have excess data. I'm gonna go ahead and execute this, and at this point it's going to pop up Word. I'm using the trial version of Word, so Word is going to prompt me to say, hey, do you want to do all this? And I'm going to ignore it. I like the way it shows my entire email address for Microsoft Word account. Good job, Microsoft. Appreciate that. And then it wants you to accept the license agreement, so you do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust this. So now that we got here, you can see that this is already blocked. I'm a little bit concerned because I don't see anything in my filter. So let's look at my filter again, make sure I got it correct. So it should be winword.exe. I believe that's what I got to put. And because we didn't get any data, right? So let's go ahead and filter that down to WinWord. And that's going to change things because you see that's taking a little while to process. Okay, cool. So now we can see register keys that are created and stuff like that that's happening at Word. But now we're going to go at the point where we're going to enable this. So it says protect it. And so when we enable editing, it says be careful, files from the internet contain viruses. So this is what people do every day. It's literally saying, warning, this could be bad. And people click this and infect themselves. So I'm going to confirm that I do have my VPN up and running. I am connected to my VPN to help make sure I don't give away my home IP address. All right, and then I'm going to, at this point, I want to clear the filters one more time because I really want to see what happens from the point of execution. So clear the filters and enable editing, and there it is right there. And we got a whole bunch of stuff that just happened. Clicked it, there it is, the enable editing. All right, cool. And I'm going to stop the capture right there. I can see something that you see got a bunch of TCP send and receives right here. So let's go ahead and open this up and let's see if we got, hopefully we didn't get too much data at this point. But if you look at the TCP, like this is where I'm starting to see outbound communications. Now, when I look at these 52 addresses, I'm trying to figure out exactly what is what. So read file, we got some TCP sends to 52.11.229.6. So let's take a look at that. Let's go ahead and open Internet Explorer. So IP info .0/52.11.229.6. Okay, so this is Virginia, that's Microsoft. So when you clicked enable and edit, that actually pointed to Microsoft. We can see teaching callouts, query, common files. Looks like some more communication. That's the Microsoft. The Office 16 common teaching callouts. All right, what is it adding to the registry enum? So is it enumerating the registry? So the thing is, what you really want to do is you want to compare like what this looks normally when you enable the edit to see what we see now. Because the thing is, like when I look at this, I'm kind of blind. So it's better for me to execute this command and then have a comparison so I can know what the malicious behavior is. So click to run registry syswhile. I would be curious about this. Anytime it's pointing to the registry, classes syswhile, where is it going? CLSID, finalize activity bypass, not found. DLL activity. All right, let's read this. Buffer too small. File locked with only readers. See, the thing is, I don't see anything that's just like really obvious, like that malware is executing. I know something in here. Oh. Is this possibly the malware? Interesting. Okay, maybe this is more interesting than I thought. Maybe it wasn't necessarily in the macro. I'm willing to bite. Let's filter down for the TCP connects. I want to see what happens. What's the operation is and TCP. There we go. All right, so that just gives us the outbound traffic. I'll preserve what we got so far. Let's start to capture again. I'm a little annoyed because I keep having to fight with Windows 11. It's just doing way too much. And it's going to try to help you. All right, so let's capture the event. Make sure that's going. Control E, and now we're filtering. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and click, and I'm gonna control click this. Okay, so this is a faculty application for employment. Okay, alrighty. Let's figure out what that is. All right, I still feel like it's capturing. Oh, I see it. It's word. So I need to back this out. Let's take out one of the filters and let's turn off the UTCP Connect, but turn off the one for WinWord only. Okay, there we go. And let's turn on auto scroll again. When I click this right there, it opens this faculty application. Oh, then it wants to email. This is really enter your email address. And then it wants a password. Okay, that's like legitimate Google sign in, I think. But this is weird. Why would they say email address and password? Is this like a joke? Is this like a phishing email or something? Let's put in my fake email address and let's put in the password. All right, so we got to make up a password here. So I'm going to grab my notepad, and I'll take this, put this over to the side, create a new record here, generate a password. Okay, there we go. I got it. All right, so I got the password here. We're going to put the password right here, and then we'll click submit the form. Okay, so then you can just see the password in plain text. This is weird. Pembroke, this form was created inside Pembroke Public Schools. What? Okay, Pembroke Public Schools. Where is that? So that's located in, so usually at the bottom of the site, right? So this now gets into OSINT because we're trying to figure out where Pembroke Public Schools is located. Pembroke, Maryland. Okay, but there could be more than one Pembroke Public Schools. A lot of you are probably thinking that already. This is Pilgrim Road, Pembroke Public Schools. Looks like, is this Maryland? Pembroke, Maryland. So, okay, so this seems like, so this document was created inside Pembroke Public Schools, possibly. I just find it interesting that this was attached to that. So does that mean, this is really kind of a weird form. What is the total point? Man, I just really am confused by what I'm seeing in this document. Feel free to use that password. I just made all that up. Now I'm going to check the fake email address and see if there's any phishing that was sent to that address now. So let's go ahead and log into the address on my other screen here just to make sure. Because like I said, I use it, but I don't necessarily want to give away the real, like I'm okay with malware coming into it, but I don't want to give it away to somebody, you know, to actually use. So bring up this account and let's see, do I see any indicator of anything happening? So far, no emails or anything sent to the CISA, anything in spam. 1:05 p.m. So nothing was really sent. So all this document does is when you execute it, looks like, then I've like, just based on what I've seen, these are all Google domains. So is this meant maybe just to steal your password or something like that? I do not know, but very strange. But this was actually made to execute based on what I'm seeing inside the Microsoft Word or Microsoft Online or Google Docs Online or something like that. It was definitely meant for them to click the link, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's just like, I'm confused by this one. Just not a lot that I see that's going on with this one. So maybe you all who are like deep into malware testing and stuff like that, if y'all see something in the evidence here, y'all saw something in the logs, then please let me know in the comments. But for this one, I have no idea. It just looks like it was just maybe meant to capture credentials, but it's just not even a very appealing form for even, I think even for the most vulnerable victim. I don't think they would put their email address and password in here. Faculty application for employment at Pembroke Public Schools, and they got a link to report abuse. okay, that's part of Google. That looks like that's legitimately Google's report. And well, I guess, I don't know, it's still part of the forums. Malware, fake login, submit abuse is, man, I'm curious. All right, let's report this. Yo, there's something that sit right. Got a lot of TCP connections still. Let's look at that 40 IP address. MSH, load balancer. Interesting. What is this? Load balancer. adnexus.net. Of course, that's going to come from Chrome right there. So IP address I'm looking for is 40.126.28.19. Chicago, that's part of Microsoft also. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like this was more malware as far as more just trying to trick somebody into giving her a credential. So anyway, looking forward to the comments. You know, like I said, I'm not 100% I'm not a malware expert. So I do this and stuff like that to kind of learn as I'm doing it. But let me know if y'all saw anything that you think that was something that was happening in addition to the things that I found already. So I'd love to hear feedback, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.